I was known as the king bully of the school, but during the most important exam I did something no one expected. I walked over to the rich girl's desk. I took her test paper and replaced it with a blank one. She didn't see it coming. She came storming at me later, furious, demanding an explanation. I gave her one straight up. She had stolen a poor girl's review notes just for fun. She had framed that same poor girl for cheating on top of it. The rich girl just shrugged it off. She called it a little harmless lesson. She didn't care that this competition was the poor girl's only shot at changing her entire life. I stepped closer. I told her if she couldn't control herself, more blank papers would come her way. The rich girl stood in the classroom later, still acting proud. That's when the poor girl walked straight in. She raised her hand and slapped the rich girl across the face. She didn't hold back her voice. She said the rich girl had parents to lean on and could treat everything like a game. But she had nowhere to retreat. If the rich girl dared to mess with her again, she would get hit again. Simple as that. I stayed outside the door. I watched the whole thing. I watched her fight back in silence. I went home that evening. The sunflowers in the yard hung low. My grandmother sat in her wheelchair. I stood before her and told her everything. I had wanted to help the poor girl. Instead, I just got in her way. My grandmother listened to how she had been bullied and still fought back fierce. She didn't hesitate. She told me I had already fallen for her. I needed to fix the mess I had made. So I did something I had never done before. I walked into the school broadcast room. I faced the microphone and read a full confession to the entire school. The poor girl heard it. She rushed to the broadcast room. She reached out her hand first and apologized for misunderstanding me about the notes and the cheating. We shook hands. The tension broke. Right then I looked at her and asked her to be my girlfriend. The microphone was still on. Every word echoed through the whole building. The teacher called us to the office immediately. She warned us hard not to get involved during such a critical time. The poor girl lowered her head. She made a promise that her one and only goal now was to get into a top university. I matched her energy. I gave my word that I would never stand in the way of a top student's future.